Hi, I'm Marilyn Bradford with the Bradford System of Right Recovery, and I'd like to talk with you about two questions that I always use for myself and with anyone I'm working with who has any kind of addictive or compulsive behavior. And these are, how does it get any better than this? And what else is possible? Now, why would you ask those kinds of questions, and when would you ask those kinds of questions? Well, for both of them, what you're doing is you're letting the universe know that you're open to something else. I use, how does it get any better than this? When something isn't going well, like I get a flat tire, or something is going well, like I've just gotten an unexpected check. Because in both cases, I'm going, hey, universe, could we have like something better? And it's amazing the results I've gotten. For instance, when I asked, how does it get any better than this, with a flat tire, I got a policeman who came by and changed it for me. Now, the world often functions through energy. If you've ever noticed when you're really like, well, this is terrible and all of that, then there's not a lot of good that can show up for you. But if you're open and positive, and I'm not talking about being Pollyanna, but I am talking about, hey, I know something better is possible, then you're really allowing for that to come into your universe. And what else is possible is kind of the same thing. So if you find yourself stuck, like you really need to get in to see the dentist, and they're telling you, well, we don't have an opening for 3 months, and you go, okay, so cool, what else is possible here? What else is possible here? Well, let me look at my computer. This actually happened to me. And they look and they go, you know, actually, we had a cancellation for tomorrow at 3. Can you come? Absolutely. So once again, you're not accepting what appears to be a sticking place. You're asking another question to allow something else to show up. Now, there's something else that I really need to add to this. I had a call the other day from a client, and she was saying, you know, I've been asking, how's it getting better than this? And what else is possible? And I'm still stuck, and nothing's changing, and I don't know why, and I keep asking these questions. I was like, wow, okay, so what's going on? What is it that you'd really like to change? She said, well, I want to move, but I can't move because we don't have enough money, and my husband has to stay here, and besides, we've got family here, and I don't know where I want to move. And I'm like, wow, okay. And I said, so you want to move, but you've already decided that you can't move unless X, Y, Z, P, Q, J, and P all change. Is that correct? She's like, well, yeah. I'm like, okay, can you see that if you're asking, how does it get any better than this? But you've already decided that all these things have to be in place before something can change, that maybe that would put a damper on what could actually show up and what could change. She was like, oh my gosh. So she started asking, how does it get any better than this, without any qualifications, and this has to be in place, and this has to be in place. And guess what? Her whole situation has changed. So please remember, when you're using these questions, one of the things you really need to do is to take a look at what you've decided and concluded a situation has to be or has to look like, or what has to be in place. Because every decision and conclusion and judgment you have about that is going to stop you from actually receiving the full benefit of those questions. So I don't know about you, but I've definitely stopped the universe from showing me wonderful things by having a lot of judgments and decisions. And what I'd like to help you to do is not make that same mistake that I made and that client made. We made the mistakes so you don't have to. So please, from now on, whatever shows up in your life, be as open as you can and ask those questions. How does it get any better than this? And what else is possible?